A numberful Wednesday, kids! Join me as we learn how to count, solve, and enjoy math. This is Teacher Jerelle, and welcome to our class. Have you ever seen this tool before? When do we use this? Fantastic! This is a protractor, and we use this to measure angles. For today's session, we will talk about complementary and supplementary angles. Are you ready, students? Come on, and let us begin our numberful journey. Before we proceed to the lesson, I would like to invite you all to a magical learning experience at home with Vibal's Happy Homeschool program. You may enroll in a standalone program in math. Just check the link in the description box to learn more. As we learn about angles, we will answer these 3 questions. First, what is an angle? Second, what are the classifications of angles according to their measures? And lastly, what are the things to remember in identifying complementary and supplementary angles? Come on, let's begin. Let's first review angles. An angle is a figure formed by 2 non-collinear rays with a common endpoint. The 2 rays OA and OB are called the sides of the angle, and the common endpoint O is called its vertex. An angle is denoted by this symbol. Take a look at this angle. It can be named in different ways using letters and numbers. Let's find out. Number 1. If 3 letters are used, the middle letter is the vertex of the angle. Hence, this angle may be called angle ABC or angle CBA. Number 2. If 1 letter is used, it is the vertex of the angle. This angle can also be called angle B. Number 3. If a number appears at its vertex, then the angle is denoted by that number. Hence, this angle may also be called angle 1. An angle is usually measured in units called degrees. The measure of an angle can be anything between 0 and 180 degrees. Remember this tool that I showed earlier? Yes, that's correct. This is a protractor that is used to measure angles. Its scale is divided into 180 equal units, where each unit is 1 degree. Let's consider finding the measure of angle BAC. To measure the angle, the following steps can be followed. Number 1. Place the center point of the protractor on the vertex of the angle to be measured. Number 2. Line up the mark labeled 0 on either scale with one side of the angle. Number 3. Read the degree measure of angle BAC using the inner scale. Therefore, the measure of angle BAC is 50 degrees. Good job, students! But wait, there's more. Do you know that angles can be classified according to their measures? If an angle measures greater than 0 but less than 90 degrees, then it is an acute angle. Angle BAC earlier measures 50 degrees, that's why it is an example of an acute angle. If an angle measures exactly 90 degrees, then it is a right angle. If an angle measures greater than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees, then it is an obtuse angle. Now, can you try to classify each angle according to its measure? I know you can. Let's start. This angle measures 90 degrees. What do we call it? Awesome! This is a right angle. Notice how the symbol indicates a rectangle. How about this? This angle measures 120 degrees. What do we call it? That's correct. this is an obtuse angle. Finally, this angle measures 45 degrees. What do we call it? Very good. This is an acute angle. Wow! You did great in classifying angles according to their measures. But do you know that angles can be paired with another angle? Yes, that's right. Pairs of angles have different classifications in geometry. They are given special names based on the relative positions of the angles or on the sum of the measure of their angles. Consider the two angles QPR and RPS. What is the measure of angle QPR? Very good. It measures 60 degrees. How about angle RPS? Splendid! It measures 30 degrees. Notice how these two angles, angle QPR and angle RPS, have measures that add up to 90 degrees. Each angle is called a complement of the other. That's why they are called complementary angles. Complementary angles are two angles with measures that sum up to 90 degrees. Check out these two angles UMT and TMN. What is the measure of angle UMT? Nice! It measures 50 degrees. How about the angle TMN? Correct! It measures 130 degrees. Notice how these two angles, angle UMT and angle TMN, have measures that add up to 180 degrees this time. Each angle is called a supplement of the other. That's why they are called supplementary angles. Supplementary angles are two angles with measures that sum up to 180 degrees. Now, let's try identifying angles if they are complementary or supplementary. Game? Let's start! Angle IJL and angle KJL measures 128 degrees and 52 degrees respectively. What do we call these angles? Correct! They are supplementary angles. Now, let's take a look at this. Angle EFH and angle GFH measures 52 degrees and 38 degrees respectively. What do you call these angles? Awesome! They are complementary angles. Last one. Angle ABC and angle DBC measures 120 degrees and 60 degrees respectively. What do you call these angles? Very good! They are supplementary angles. That was fantastic, students! Now, let's go back to our 3 questions earlier. An angle is a figure formed by two non-collinear rays with a common endpoint called the vertex. If an angle measures greater than 0 but less than 90 degrees, then it is an acute angle. If an angle measures exactly 90 degrees, then it is a right angle. If an angle measures greater than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees, then it is an obtuse angle. Two angles whose measures sum up to 90 degrees are called complementary angles. Each angle is called a complement of the other. Meanwhile, two angles whose measures sum up to 180 degrees are called supplementary angles. Each angle is called a supplement of the other. You did great! I hope you learned a lot about angles today. If you did, click thumbs up and share this video to help students like you to count, solve, and enjoy math. Don't forget to click the subscribe button. Of course, to experience magical learning at home, check out Vibal's Happy Homeschool program. Visit the website for more details. Check the link in the description. Again, this is Teacher Jerelle and see you on our next Number 4 Wednesday.